Good morning, Rabbi Sai. Let's see if we can get some sound on this today. This is my nephew. He's a great-grandchild of Rabbi Yechiel Kamenetsky. His name is Menachem Kamenetsky, big Baal Kishrin and a lawyer, the guy in the forefront. No sound today. Oh, it's in Austria. Wow. Okay, that's what the problem was. Austria.
Mr. Stern, what's your name?
Mandy Stern.
Mandy Stern, from where are you?
London, England.
UK. Now, what did you just tell me about Rabbi Eli Stefansky?
So I love his shiurim and how it's interactive and I've learned.
The boy said this guy is from Brochus. From Brochus.
When did you start?
I started at the beginning of Brochus.
And how did you hear about it?
So a friend of mine who's a military chaplain, he said to me, how would you like to start doing Daf Yomi? So, and I've been with it ever since.
You never missed a daf.
Never missed a daf.
It's all about the
Daf. The Yomi. Sorry.
I got him.
We get benched.
Kesher Nafshi. Huh? What's his uncle's name? Rav Stern. Wow. Kesher Nafshi. I really thanks to Peretz Chaim Levin. Shkoyach. The manager of Kesher Nafshi Shabbaton, Mayor Wax, is on the daf daily with Reb Eli because of you. Peretz Chaim will be surely missed at the current Shabbaton Kesher Nafshi team. I work at home and enjoy listening to your clear shir. I recently mentioned to my 16-year-old nephew that I listen to Eli Stefansky every day. He asked me what daf we were up to. I answered Sanhedrin 34. He said, if you can do it, so can I. Both him and his chavrusa have been doing the daf with you since then. Please give a shout out to Shamshi. We have a lot more. This is Yossi Spiegel, a big part of the Hebrew shir. He owns a sock store here in the Merkaz. He's been learning the whole chasnas. So the Baal Simcha says, I was annoyed at him. I've been annoyed with him because he's been learning the whole time. Luckily, I'm a shir member too since Masechtas Rosh Hashanah. And I finished the daf that morning while everyone was busy with hair and makeup. Kol Tov Yehuda, Coleman, Mazel Tov. A few more. Did I read the Burra Parker thing? I thought I did, but somebody told me I didn't read about the Burra Parker. I did, in English. They said I did. Hi, Rebelli. I'm in since the beginning of Sanhedrin. Love you, share. Before I forget, the Rosh Kodesh just got back, and he came over and he said that he's been to 6-7 shuls in Toronto, and in every shul he saw a person learning the shir. MS. So shout out to all you guys in Toronto that are learning the shir. And now I noticed that Rabbi Avram Weisfish is sitting right next to the Shkoyach. Rabbi Avram Weisfish, we have Anah from your pictures there, right over there on the right. Oh, with the longest beard in the room, the strongest hands in the room. He has shoichet hands, the longest jacket, has a lot of furs. Shkoyach. What's your name? Jack Gross. Oh, Gross. From New Jersey.
Yes.
Where?
Marlboro Township.
Morganville, New Jersey. Another. We're talking about Ira Nidachas here. This is the middle of the sugya. Wow. Okay, Givaldik. So thanks for coming. Who else is a guest? Oh, Shalom Aleichem. What's your name?
Shachar David.
Shachar David from?
From Upper West Side of Manhattan.
Ooh, choshev. You watch the shir occasionally?
Absolutely.
Since when?
Since
Yavamas.
Yeah.
With the introduction of the digital.
It's taken me 4.5 years to get here.
Wow, it's never. 4.5 years you've been with us. How many daf did you miss in those 4.5 years? A lot. Good. Got back on. Givaldik. Okay, excellent. So it's a lesson. We had a photographer that was sitting right in Downby's seat last night, and he said that he's a very famous photographer here in Eretz Yisrael, one of the better ones. I don't know. He's a special photographer. So he comes home sometimes 4 o'clock in the morning. He says he never misses a day. At 4 o'clock in the morning, he opens up the Gemara, learns a few minutes, and then but every day he has to learn, even at 4. What? What's Yoni Tzur? That's his name? Yoni Tzur. Chuni Unger from Cedar says, I'm in since the beginning of Sanhedrin. Let me share. I made a Shabbos Shever brachas for my daughter this past weekend and prepared several of your jokes to say over, all from Sanhedrin. Joke number 1: we backed the car up into a brick wall. Jill Biden's line: if I had married him, he would have been the president. I guess the gas station guy, no? Kamala Harris to her husband Douglas: in our home, you'll always be second in command. Anyhow, how was I supposed to know if most of the people already heard the jokes? I did what the Rav did in the monastery with Shema Yisrael. I said good Shabbos Rabbi Sai with the niggin, and let's see how many people answer. Since most did not answer, I continue with my speech, of course, trying to recruit everyone by saying, Kitzer, Givaldik. Thanks for working so hard, preparing such a wonderful share. As we get more fluent in Shnai Mikra Targum, we'll know that Krispidoy are tzitzis. I said that, no? Yeah. That's the Targum. Bamidbor, Tesvav, Lametches, tzitzis, Krispidin. Chuni Unger, Cedarhurst, New York. Checked out this Givaldik a picture. My cousin sent it to me, says Gershi Rose, just spotted an Empire Slaughterhouse, Miffletown, Pennsylvania. We're going to jump into Daf because we have a lot to do. The sponsors. Today it's Givaldik. I like it. At the end of the day, this keeps us afloat. So I have הכרת הטוב to all the sponsors. We have 6 daily sponsors today, 7 monthly and 5 meseches, 5, 6, 7. Refuah Shalom for Yosef, Chaim, Shmuel. Halavai, we should have 6, 7 koilel sponsors. That would be nice. It's only 10,000. Who do we have here? Oh, Shalom Aleichem. You weren't here yesterday? No. Shalom Aleichem, what's your name? Chaim Stro. You related to the Rosh Koilel? Isn't that your name, Shtickle? Yeah. It is. So, Rosh Koilel, you went off the derech Epes? No, from where are you? Brooklyn, New York. I love that place. Brooklyn. It's the center of the world. That's where the whole everything. Givaldik. Shkoyach for coming. Rabbi said the Masechta sponsor for Refuah Shelaima for Yosef Chaim Shmuel Ben Alte Nechama from his grateful family. The Masechta is sponsored for Hatzlacha Berukhnitz Ubegashmis. Sponsored Larry Cohn in memory of Yechiel Moshe Ben Chaim who started learning Daf Yomi at age 70 and continued for 32 years until he was nifter. Parnas HaMasechta for the unity of the Jewish people. Parnas HaMasechta Glenn Esterson with the love and gratitude from Wilmington, North Carolina, the birthplace of Harav, Agoin, Reb Michal, Yardin, Shlita. Thank you for enriching my life with Torah. Parnas HaChodesh, Nishma Zechariah Ben Moshe, Nishma Zechariah Bas Yosef. Parnas HaChodesh with הכרת הטוב from Anonymous. Parnas HaChodesh, Shprintzy Alan Gross. Nishmas, Shelaima Zalman Ben Yitzchak, Aiyzik Zechariah Ben Yom and Aiyzik Ben Tzvi Hirsch HaKoyin. A Refuah Shelaima to Yonis and Eitan Ben Bas Sheva Bracha. Oh, that's a tongue twister. Yonis and Eitan Ben Bas Sheva Bracha. Leon Welcher for the speedy release from house arrest of Ari Rosenfeld, Aaron Ben Hinda Esther. Parnas HaChodesh Ben Yom Rosenfeld, Hatzlach and Parnasa. Parnas HaChodesh, Yosef Ben Chai Sorf, Hatzlach and ובגשמיות, and Parnas HaChodesh, Lilin Shmas, the fallen hostages, Ariel Ben Shiri, Kfir Ben Shiri, Shir Bat Margit, who were all 3 buried in one Aron. Koil of the month, sponsored by HYK Ventures in honor and for the success of all our clients. Parnas HaYoim in memory of Hannah Merker, Chana Bas Eliezer on her yahrzeits. Parnas HaYoim Miles family, Lishmas, their parents, Yaakov Ben Elioel, and Dino Bas Naftali, Yoina Herzl, yahrzeits are this week. Parnas HaYoim, Hoidot Hashem for helping me pass my boards, Mazel Tov. Parnas HaYoim, Chazak to Ari Simon for representing LA and VTC being number 1 in the MDY live share. There's a whole email that I didn't get to that the guy spoke about you here. Let me just go there, see what his name is at least.
I saw it pop on the screen.
Michal Green from Ramat Eshkol says, I'll read it Be'ez Hashem tomorrow. Brings back memories.
Tomorrow you won't be able to do it. Tomorrow you won't be able to do it.
Tomorrow is Rosh Chodesh Adar. There's the Purim spiel from Jonathan Stefansky. I'm sure you're all looking very much forward to. I like getting roasted in public. It's very geschmack. Hatzlucha Shabbos Keshenafshi number 16 this week. Armon Hotel, Stamford, Connecticut. They do it as Kilo, another one. We know one Shabbaton in Stamford, Connecticut is like a whole. I don't know how he does it. Parnas HaYoim, the Berg family, Mazel Tov, Michael Fox on your bar mitzvah. Kesher Nafshi, he's doing a whole Shabbaton. He was. The art of the month for schus for rebellion. The whole MDY staff to continue to make Torah and Joe for so many. Art of the month in honor of Yossi Klein and Mark Ashkenazi for all the work they do. Boys, I just do a chazar about Peh. Let's see what we could do here. We had in the Mishnah Daf Aleph Amud Beis. First of all, we're going to start Be'ezer Hashem from 3 lines from where it becomes white. 3 lines down, not up, down from where it becomes white. We had in the Mishnah, we're talking about a Ben Soyer Meira. It's also this Geschmack Sugyas. This Ben Soyer Meira runs away at a certain point. So there's 2 cases. One, he runs away before they gave him the sentence, and one is after they gave him the sentence. And we understand from here that if he runs away before the sentence and then they catch him once he became a real gadol, he has a zakan, so we can't really punish him because he's already in a different status. Reb Chanina comes along and says that a ben noyach, a non-Jew who curses the Rebbeinu Shalom, he's chayiv misa, but then he changes his status, he becomes a Jew, so we can't punish him. He changed his status. And then the Gemara goes on to say that maybe we could bring a raya to this halacha from a guy who kills another guy, or a guy who has is over an Eish while he's a guy, and then he becomes a Jew. So once again, he changes his status. He went from a guy to a Jew. We don't kill him. However, if while he was a guy he killed a Jew, or was over Eish with a Jew, then we do kill him. So the Gemara asks, but wait a minute, why do we kill him? If he kills a Jew, had Eish with a Jew, and then he becomes, and he was a guy, and then he becomes a Jew, his status changed. Why should we kill him? So the Gemara says, I'll tell you why. Because you need 2 things. Over there, it's different than a Ben Soyer, different than somebody that curses. Over there, you need that his status should change. Yes, his status changed. It went from a guy to a Jew. But also, you need the misa, the ayna should change. And that didn't change. Why? Because if he killed somebody when he's a guy, he's chayiv sayef. And if he killed somebody when he's a Jew, he's chayiv sayef. So everything is the same. Therefore, we kill him. What about Eishes Ish? Eishes Ish is good, says the Gemara. It also works. It changes. It goes from sayef, all Ben Noyach gets sayef, but it drops down to chenek. And that's okay, because it went down. It's still included in sayef because he gets a lesser misa. He gets misa less. So maybe we kill him. Ask the Gemara, now that's where we're holding basically. Ask the Gemara, that's very good if you say the chenek on the left is less than sayef. He went from sayef and he gets less, he gets chenek. But if he gets more, he went from sayef to chenek. And Reb Shimon says chenek is number 3 in the list. It's more severe. Why do we kill a ben noyach who's over on Eishes Ish? Now, I really want to ask you questions. We're going to learn a beautiful sugya of ababa machteres, that somebody who sneaks into somebody's house in the middle of the night or in the middle of the day to steal, and we call him a roidef. Basically, since we know today also, same thing, if a guy comes to rob a house in the middle of the night, usually he comes packing a gun, and a lot of times it ends up not very good. If the owner wakes up in the middle of the night and confronts the guy, he gets shot, he get killed. And Mamela, the Torah says in such a situation, you could kill him first, because he's coming to take your life if you stand up to him. And most people do stand up. Okay, fine, that's the suit you're going to see soon. But I have a question. Can anybody come up with a logical reason that if this roidef, I said come up, not if you know this from 20 years ago, if you break into somebody's home, and the guy could kill you if he finds you, and then you find some diamonds there, and you walk into the house with the diamonds, could anybody come up with a logic to say that you don't have to return the diamonds? You don't have to return the diamonds. It's yours to keep, because of this halacha. Huh? What kimli? Kimli means, I hear what you say, but kimli means if there's 2 punishments, you get the more severe punishment. But stealing, that something should be yours, why kimli? So that's one very super interesting halacha we're going to learn, that according to Rav, you don't have to return. It's unbelievable. And then there's another question, a very big question. It's nageta today. It happened also in the war. Can the United States bomb Auschwitz, killing tens of thousands of Jews, but knowing that they'll save 1 million Jews in the future. Once there's no crematorium, they'll save hundreds of thousands of Yidden. Bomb Auschwitz, just go destroy everything. Another question. It happened mamish just a few years ago. Most of us witnessed this, unfortunately. September 11th. September 11th, a plane is flying towards the Twin Towers. 350 passengers. Can the United States shoot down the plane, kill 350 people to save the tower and 1,000 people that are in the tower? Okay, I hear. You don't know. Now, so you're going to say, some people say that the plane is a roidif. The plane is going to hit the building, it's a roidif, but it's not true. It's only the pilot in the plane that's a roidif, but the 350 passengers on the plane are not roidifim. They're just, they're anusim. What, you're allowed to kill 350 people to save 1,000? These are shilas. Akapanim, let's go weiter. So here we are. Hanicha, like 3 lines from where it becomes white. This is great that if you're dropping, you go from a severe penalty of when the guy was a guy and he was over Isser, he was chayiv saif, and he drops down to chenek on the left. That's okay because, like we said yesterday, there's something called that it's within the penalty. According to Reb Shimon, on the right side, chenek is more severe than saif. It's actually number 3. Saif is number 4. So when he was a guy, he got number 4. Now you want to give him number 3. Did I tell you my question that I had yesterday? I had a question that the Taisus might have asked. Did I ask you? Yeah? No? It's not a shayla that I asked my chavrusa. It wasn't clear. We learned halacha, just the interesting halacha, and we're actually going to talk about it today. If a guy is chayiv misa, and he runs away from Bezdin, you're allowed to take a gun and shoot him, we learned. Even though it might be more severe than the misa he's chayiv. So why are we so concerned with this Ben Noach who's chayiv misa, but we have a technicality, we can't kill him because it's more chamer. In a situation where somebody's chayiv misa and you can't kill him, you kill him. Kill him any way you want. Oh. So that's one teretz, only ritzeach. And that's part of the sugya. But they said maybe Taisus asked the question on Amud Beis. I didn't really see it there, but okay, it touches a nekuda there. Fine. No, you could. You could kill him any way you want. I'll prove it to you. There was a video that we had where with the bomb, the bomb blew up on the motorcycle.
It's only for informative purposes.
No, you see, any way you want. We're going to learn the Mishnah. We're going to learn the Gemara. It says the Gemara. It's before the video. Reb Shimon saw like the Ketana Devei Menashe. So we have to say Reb Shimon holds like Devei Menashe. The Omar Kol Misamur Levnei Noach Eino Elo Chenek. What happened today? We're dropping it down. According to Devei Menashe, Ben Noach, you're asking how could you give him chenek today? It's more severe than Saif, and he was chayiv Saif. The answer is no. He was chayiv chenek. He was always chenek. He's chenek before and he's chenek now. Nothing changed, and therefore you kill. Bishlam Eishesish mikor chenek v'ashta chenek. El Ritzeach mikor chenek v'ashta Saif. So the Gemara asks a simple question that everybody knows the answer. How could you give this killer, this guy, who became a Jew, he killed somebody, Ritzeach, what is he chayiv? You said according to Bnei Menashe, he's chayiv chenek. And now we're going to give him Saif. Look at Saif, it's on the bottom of the list. How could you give him Saif? Answers the Gemara, the obvious answer. You're right. It's a different death penalty, but it's less than chenek, and therefore you could give less. 2 more lines, and we're getting to a new sugi. Rabbi Sai, wake up. Have a raya. Sarcha, are you allowed to sleep? You allowed to sleep in Milshir? Where did we come up yesterday? Sarcha v'achakach bagra. If this naira murasa was mizana, so she's chayiv. What is she chayiv? Naira murasa. You give her chenek, you drop down. Why? Because now she's a begeris, and a begeris, if she's over and she gets a chenek. Why not skila? You see that the reason is because once it goes down, it goes down. So she dropped down in status, so we give her the lesser misa. It goes from skila to chenek. And by a Ben Noach who curses, the Gemara makes a little bit of a jump. We shouldn't give him anything because what we see from a Naira Rasa is that we jump down, we go down, we follow the status. She was a Naira Hamurasa, she was a Naira, and now she's a Begeres. We go from a Naira to Begeres, whatever Begeres gets. So this Ben Noach also, we have to take his new status. And Memela is Potter. Why? Because he can't go from Saif to Skila. You can't go upwards in a Misa. Memela, there's a seat over here. Next thing. Second row. So the Gemara answer is very simple. Your whole assumption that a Naira Amurasa changes status is not true. Rabbi Yochanan already told Latana, Tnei Tidon Beskila, she doesn't change status, even though she does change status, she doesn't change Misa. We remain with the same Misa, mainly you don't have any Raya. Says the Mishnah. Simple stuff until the next Mishnah. I mean, it's all simple today, but this is mamish like Chazara. Ben Soira Umayra Nidin Hashem Soifai. A Ben Soira Umayra, the reason why we kill him today is because he's going to end up killing, first stealing a lot of money and then killing a lot of people. And Yomos Zakai Val Yomos Chayav, we're not even so much concerned about him. We are concerned about him, but we're more concerned about society, what he's going to do, the damage he's going to cause, and also for his neshama. Says the Mishnah, Shemisasam Sharishayim Hana Lahen. We have to understand what this means. When a Russia dies, it's great for him. Why? Because then he stops doing Averis. He stops piling on Averis to his account. V'hana La'ilam is great for the world. Nobody's going to be damaged. You don't have people shaking you up and taking money from you and robbing you and all that stuff. That tzaddikim, when a tzaddik dies, Ra Lohen, every moment they're in this world, they can perform Torah mitzvahs. V'ra La'ilam. It's not good for the world. Why? Because we don't have the protection. Torah, Matzil, Magina, the Tamid Chachamim of the generation, they save the generation. And also, they give us Musar, Mechichim. Yain v'sheina. What about wine and sleep? The Rishayim, Yain v'sheina, the Rishayim, Hana lahem, Hana la'ilam. It's great for them. They're intoxicated, they're drunk, they can't sin. And it's great for the world, they can't harm people. But tzaddikim, Ra lohen, v'ra la'ilam. It's not good for the tzaddik. Why is it not good for the tzaddik? If you were Rashi, what would you say? Why is it not good for the tzaddik to drink? Oh, so Rashi says one thing, she'ein oiskim b'Torah. I love these Rashis. It doesn't say ein oiskim b'gemilas chasadim, ein oiskim b'mitzvahs, ein oiskim b'Torah. Ra lohem v'ra lo'ilam. There's a Meshech Chachma that I dislike. I'll tell you why. He says that if a person sleeps 1 hour more than he's supposed to, it's an hour of Bittul Torah. And if he sleeps 1 hour less than he's supposed to, then he did a whole day of Bittul Torah. Because then he's so tired, he can't focus the whole day. I hope he's wrong.
Every person has their own shear, so one person shear maybe 4 hours, other people might be 7 hours.
Correct. Oh, it's pun intended.
How do you know who's shear?
He's saying the shear. They're spelled the same way. Says the Mishnah, Pizul Rishayim, when the Rishayim split up, they're not together, Hana Lahen, it's better for them, they sin less, Hana La'ilam, it's great for the world. They can't get together and come up with plans to destroy and harm. But tzaddikim, and when the tzaddikim are split up, Ra Lahen, V'ra La'ilam, it's not good for them, they have the Chabrusa Shafs. Kidus l'Rishayim, Ra Lahem, V'ra La'ilam. When they get together, the Rishayim is terrible for them. They do more Averis, and it's bad for the world. V'la tzaddikim Hana Lahem, V'la La'ilam. When tzaddikim get together, it's a benefit for them, and it's a benefit for the world. We have Baruch Hashem, the kinus of tzaddikim all over the world. Every day we get together, thousands of us. It's mamish a kinus atzum. Shekel l'Rishayim, Ra Lahem, V'ra La'ilam. When it's quiet for Russia, it's bad for them and bad for the world. Why? Because when they have quiet, they have time to think and contemplate all the bad stuff they're going to do. L'tzadikim, hana lahen v'hana la'ilam. When a tzaddik has peace, so Reb Chaim Kanievsky would say, somebody say, I'm going to the kibbutz tzaddik, I'm going to Reb Shimon Bar Yochai, so he'd say, daven for me. So people would ask him, what does the Rav need? He says, I need quiet. I can learn in peace, that people shouldn't bother me, knock on my door every 5 minutes. Some peace. I challenge you, ask Lubavitch likes to say, we want Mashiach now. We want Mashiach now. We all want Mashiach now, right? But they say it a lot. Why do we want Mashiach now? Oh, hold on. You guys, you don't count. Anybody, just throw it out. Why do we want Mashiach now? What's going to happen when Mashiach comes? Beis HaMikdash. Excellent. It happens to be that when Reb Nachman Seltzer was a kid, he sang this song with Pirchei Miami. Listen to this. Why did they yearn for Mashiach? Not that they should be in charge. Oh, we'll have peace in Israel. They should control the goyim. They smile and they be happy. Says the Rambam. They should have the song. Here it is. Why do I need all this? What? Oh, this is later on? You're not in it. We don't have to show it. I got it. 1 minute. Okay. Oi, 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 komm schon schnell. Look at that dance. It's amazing. These things go viral, by the way. You know? All right. How we shut it off? I don't know. It's not going to go. Your son was?
I was in the adult choir with my son. Me and him together. Me and him were together in the adult choir.
Of Miami Boys?
Yeah.
I didn't know there was adult choir. Oh, look at this! Give a hand. No, the two Miami Boys choir. You know what? Reb Chaim personally, I think you should get up and sing a solo for us.
He was in the adult choir and I was in the choir.
That is very interesting. All right. Zog the Gemara. Tanya. No, I don't announce Shivas. Tanya. This is Chazar, so we can go quickly. This kid, he ate a certain amount of meat, 240 grams. 300 milliliters, whatever it is, approximately. The Italian Geschmack wine. We should kill him by stoning. Worse than Saif, that if he even killed somebody, he wouldn't get Saif. The Torah understood how it works. This is the psychology. At the end of the day, he's going to deplete all his father's money. Rabbi said, listen to this word here. Limudai means a habit. He's going to look for his habit, and he's not going to find it. And he's going to go out and kill people. He's going to steal. So I just want to stop here for a second because it triggered a word that I love, and that's habit. And I noticed just this week, I had in my bathroom, my towel hangs, I measured it today. It's 4 steps away from my sink. So I go 4 steps to the towel, and then I would drip all over the floor, whatever. So I call up the guy, I said, I can't do it anymore. I used to be do me a favor, take the thing from here and put it next to where my sink is. So he put it there. This is like 2 weeks ago. Every single time I use my sink, I turn around, I start walking to my towel. Then I come back, it's like, oh, it's still here. Why do you forget? And I realized I'm not even controlling it. It's nothing to do with me. It's ingrained in my brain, and this is what my body does. Okay? So, say it. It's about hergel. It's about habit, and people don't. It's built into you, and with many things in davening, I decided by tachnun I wasn't saying the right psukim. I want to add. This is months ago. Every single day, I start from where I used to start. Every day, and I say, okay, go back. Nechama. I don't know when it's going to happen. Eventually, I'll learn. I'll this. People do the same thing. They skip things in davening. And they don't want to, but this is their hergel. This is where they are. They'll say a certain paragraph, they'll say and all of a sudden they find themselves at the end, and that's how they do it. Hergel. But the beauty of it is that once you get yourself used to it, once you do the daf every day, I think that's one of the most important things of Daf Yomi. This thing of consistency of doing it every single day to the point you don't have a choice anymore. It's not even you. You find yourself getting up, walking to these measures, showing up, opening up the Gemara. It's not a battle with the Yetzer. It's not there's no chasanas, there's no brisim, there's nothing. There's the daf right now. That's the beauty of it. This kid, unfortunately, he got so used to stealing. He had a pattern. Take money from his father, go out buy meat, This pattern is non-stop. Once it becomes part of your brain, that's it. You get up in the morning, you get drunk, you steal, you this, then you kill. You add one more bad thing. And that's how it is. And the hefech, when you get a pattern in Yiddishkeit, then you add another thing. Then you add the Shnai Mikra. Then you could work out a little bit better. Everything becomes better because of that hergel. This we did in the Mishnah, so we could mamish fly here. When a Rasha dies, it's great for everybody, himself and the world. The tzaddikim, when the tzaddik dies, ra'lahem v'ra'la'olam, it's bad for him, bad for the world. Sheina v'yayin, sleep and the wine. L'rishon v'anolam v'anola'olam. Obviously, Purim is coming up, so you got to take it easy with the wine, do it in the right way. La tzaddikim ra'lahem v'ra'la'olam. A tzaddik who drinks, it's not good for him. It's bad for him, bad for the world. Shekel l'rishayim, quiet and peace. Ra'lahem v'ra'la'olam, it's bad for the l'rishayim. Ra'lahem v'ra'la'olam, it's bad for the Rasha because he contemplates bad things. For tzaddik, it's great. Peace l'rishayim, hanolam hanolam, when they're broken up, it's great. Tzaddikim, when a tzaddik is broken up from his chavrusas, from his kihilo, whatever it is, ra'lahem v'ra'la'olam. Says the Mishnah. I think it's fascinating because just yesterday the Gemara mentioned about Gaza being a churva and closed up. I thought it's beautiful. And then today, this Mishnah talks about the tunnels. Tunnels, the way you break into somebody's house is through a tunnel. That was the norm. The norm in those days was to dig a tunnel. I'm not sure why, but you don't go through the front door. It's locked with a big bariach. Dig underneath. That's the main way to get in. And there's different halachas by digging and not digging, coming in from the front door. Hababa machteres. So check out this pasuk here. In b'machteres imotze hagana v'huka v'meis ein loy domim. What does ein loy domim mean? There's no blood. So it's a little counterintuitive, I think. It might be somewhat confusing. Ein loy domim means the ganav doesn't have blood. So if I tell you this guy doesn't have blood, means his life is worthless. He has no blood. We have to remember that because it gets slightly confusing. There's yesh loy domim ve'ein loy domim. Yesh loy dom, it just means he has blood. He's a living human being. You can't kill him. Ein loy dam means he doesn't have blood. He's bloodless. His body doesn't contain blood. If he doesn't contain blood, you could kill him. He's killable. There's drunkable and there's killable. There's new words. Guy that comes in, similar to Ben Sayer Marin, it's a completely new topic now of machteres. It's fascinating stuff. A guy comes into the house to steal. You're permitted to kill him because of not right now, but the end. He comes into machteres and he breaks a barrel. Im yesh loy domim, if he has blood. What does it mean? He has blood. He's a living human being. What's the case? So let me show you this. I didn't want to show it until later, but I'll show it now. This is the case of the Gemara where a father breaks into the house through the roof. So I'm just going to show it to you now. We don't have to show it later. This is the guy's father. The guy's father ends up in the son's house. He's so desperate. He's stealing from his own son. So in this case, a son cannot kill his father because the father has rachmanas on his son. Son. Even if he confronts him in the middle of the night, the father will never kill his own son. You saw that little heart running? And it says in the corner, he has damim. He has blood. A father is alive and well. You can't kill him. Yesh loy damim. What's ein loy damim? This guy, he has a gun, and he's breaking into a guy's house. He's tunneling in, I guess. I don't know if that's a real tunnel, but okay. It's lahamchish. And you're going to see soon, it's going to say ein loy damim. His life is worthless. He has a gun on him, and if he's confronted, he'll kill the owner. I don't know who he's talking to. He's saying to Hillel maybe. His damim walked away. He just lost his life. By him breaking in, he loses his life halachically. You could kill him. It's fascinating that we consider him a dead man. He's a dead man walking. For Kim Lebed Rabbi as well. For everything. He's a dead man. So, one more cartoon here. This guy, a little bit of a clumsy. Oh, I like the fact he has 3 fingers, 4 fingers, the AI, 5. And they all schmooze themselves, these guys. If he steals kalim and they break, okay. So it depends. If he's the father, he's chayiv. It's the opposite. If he's a father that you can't kill, he's chayiv. If he's a ganav that you could kill, he's potter. Why is he potter? Kim lebed. What does that mean? Let's go back to that idea. Kim lebed, any way you want to say it, means that if a person is chayiv on 2 things in one shot, in other words, he's chayiv on 2, here's a case. He shoots an arrow on Shabbos. Shooting an arrow on Shabbos and goes 4 amas, you chayiv misa because you did haitzah. You walked 4, you moved something 4 amas. Now, during that period, his arrow ripped somebody's shirt, so he'd be potter on the shirt. Why? Because he's chayiv misa, skila, for bimachal Shabbos. At the same time, he caused somebody $10 damage, he's potter on the $10. You give him the more severe punishment. So since this guy has a severe punishment of death, and he just broke somebody's vessel, he's potter on the vessel.
It's not simultaneously though.
Why not?
Because first he was already chayav for walking in.
I hear. So, I hear it's a good kasha what you're asking. I'm throwing out an example. You could argue on it. You could ask your local rabbi, but I'm just asking this as a stam. How's it going to get to us? I don't know if you've ever saw a guy driving while he's intoxicated. There's no rhyme and reason. Like they go in and out of lanes. They swerve. Like they don't know what they're doing. They have no control. You're on a highway. There's a bunch of motorcycles. You're going up to your Shelaima, and this guy's doing this. He's going back and forth, and then he swipes a car. And they get into the accident. It's possible. I'm just throwing it out there. It's possible that he's potter on that accident. Why? Because he's a roidif at the time that he did it. I'm not a Rav. I'm just there, and I don't know where he's holding and that. But maybe he's chayiv misa before, as he was doing it. He's chayiv misa. He's doing a roidif. He's acting irresponsible. What? And if you kill him, you're potter. Yeah. A guy sees that I'm throwing it out there. Mamish l'saber sa'izin. You see a guy driving drunk. He's about to hit a bunch of kids in a car. You take a gun and you kill him. He's a roidif.
He's not chayav.
Okay.
I don't know
if he's dead, how is he chayiv? Okay. No, there's no, the Yosef don't have to pay. Right. We're going to get sleep a second. My time in the machteres. What's the pshat in machteres? Chazok no the mamad atzmoy al memoinoi. A person is not going to let his belongings just go. People stand up for their belongings. And this Ganav says, if this guy's going to wake up and come against me, I'm going to kill him. We learn from the Torah that if somebody comes to kill you, you should kill him first. Now this is an unbelievable halacha. Habab machteres. I don't think we passing like him, but he says the following. If somebody comes in through a tunnel, and Rashi says over here on the spot, it's only through a tunnel, not through the front door. That's why machteres, the tunnel, is very important here. And he steals items from the house, potter. He doesn't have to give it back. No, see, there's a Tosfos here, we'll get to in a second. My taima, bidomim kananu. He bought it. Now this is a play on words. The Gemara sometimes does it. It's brilliant. He bought it with money. It really means he bought it with his life. Usually you buy something in the store with the domim, with money. Now, bedomim over here means with blood. He bought it with his own blood. I'll give you an example. The Lubavitcher Rebbe and Rabbi Rebels, they said the same exact thing. When Israel was giving back land, the Sinai, to Egypt, so they said they can't give it back. Bedomim kaninu. And you could say the same thing in Gaza. We bought it with Jewish blood. Yidden died over the Sinai. So we bought it. It's ours. It became ours. Bedomim kaninu. So Rav said, 1 minute. Rav just says a crazy halacha over here. This guy is chayiv misa, but he never died. The guy never woke up. to shoot him. So since he was chayiv misa every moment of the time, and repairs Chaim Levine has, but he's chayiv the first second, the second, okay. He's constantly chayiv misa, whatever that means, and he steals diamonds, $100,000. Potter, because Kim Levi the Rabbinay is chayiv misa, and he stole diamonds. It's not the Kim Levi the Rabbinay, it's he's koined with his life, whatever that means. We have to understand the svara.
He's only chayiv misa, but double nifter while he's.
That's what he asked. That's what he just asked. Yeah. Omar Rava doesn't like this at all. He says, Mr. Milson the Rabbi Sheshiba the Lesnu. I could understand when he broke the kalim and there's nothing left over here. He has $100,000 in his pocket. The other guys have to become his. Lie. However, I have a big problem, says Rava Velikim. No, it's a shvuah. It's shvuah in Hashem. I wouldn't say it. I wouldn't say it. Omar Rav, how do you swear? You swear in Hashem's name. Omar Rav, afilu notal. I don't understand, says Rava. Rav said even if he takes it and it's not destroyed, and he proves it, and he explains Rav why. If a person, what's yesh lidamim? Remember, yesh lidamim means you're not allowed to kill him. He's a father. He has blood in him. V'nensu, and the father messed up. He broke the vessel. What's that? Locha chayev. He has to pay. The father has to pay. Why? It's considered the ganev's possession. Why does he have to pay? Because it's in the ganev's possession. So you see from this that it's in the ganev's possession. He is responsible for it, so therefore it says the Gemara, well, you can make a distinction. Maybe you're responsible, but it's not yours. Who said that one is dependent on the other? If you're responsible, if you made a boo-boo. But in terms of who acquires it, no, it's still the owner's. The guy that owns the diamonds, it's his. We see the same concept when somebody borrows something. If you borrow somebody's car, whose car is it? The owner's. But if you get into an accident, you're responsible. So responsibility and ownership are not dependent on each other. It says before in our Mishnah, if you tunneled into somebody's house and you broke the vessel, how come the Mishnah talks about breaking? You could say a much greater chiddush, taking home a whole vessel. Take home the whole chavis. Could you keep it or not? It's a much bigger chiddush than breaking. Time of the shibur, the chiyein loy dam and potter. It's only because you broke it. But if you took it home, you have to return it. Says the Gemara, no, it's not a raya. Who didn't feel not nami? Maybe the Mishnah means even if you take it. But why did I talk about breaking? Because there's a bigger chiddush in breaking in a different case. That a father who's considered alive, you're not allowed to kill him, and he breaks something, he's chayiv. Pshita, what do you mean? You broke it. Maziku. He's a mazik. He's mazik without intent. So also, what's the chiddush? We learned, everybody knows, Adam muad lo'ilam. A person is always a muad. We have a little bit of a video here. A person is a muad, no matter what. Tanina, Adam muad lo'ilam. Let's see if there's no movement over here. I thought there would be a movement. No, this is my favorite video anyway. Okay. Bein ba'inus. Lo'ilam bein b'shoyig bein mezid, whether he's a shoyig, a mezid, bein ba'inus, bein ratzon, whether he does willingly or not. Kasha. That's a kasha. Rashi over here just says, real quickly, because we're running out of time, there's a difference between a kasha and a tuyufta. Says Rashi, what's the difference? Kasha we know is not a bomb question, tuyufta is bomb. So he says that when you have a question, you could still answer with a doichak, that's a kasha. When you can't answer anything, that's a tuyufta. Over here we can answer, there's ways to answer. Mosiv Rabivi Barabaya. Agoin of Kis B'Shabbos Chayev, also fascinating here. Where was that video? Just great stuff over here. If somebody steals on Shabbos, yeah, he comes into somebody's house, steals. So where did the Isser? Right now, when he picked up the pouch of money, he's chayiv on Geneva. Now, when he takes it outside and he jumps outside, then he's over on Shabbos because he went from Rishus HaYachid to Rishus HaRabim. So they didn't happen together. Memela, what happens? The pocket, Hagoyim Kiz Shabbos, chayiv. You chayiv on the money. Why? Because it didn't happen at the same time. But if he did this, here we go. Here, check this out. He's schlepping it on the floor. He never lifted it up. So he never lifted it up. He didn't acquire it. When did he acquire it? When he left the front door. When he left the front door, he's over on Shabbos and Gneva. Simultaneously, he's not chayiv on the Gneva because he's chayiv misa. Over here we say, Kim live the Rav Minay. Like to say over the story real quickly, there was a guy in Lakewood that had tremendous bitachon and he never locked his front door. When they went away for Shabbos, his wife begged him. She said, lock the front door. We're going away. He says, no, I don't lock the front door. Sure enough, of course, that street got hit with tremendous robberies, and they heard about it when they were coming home. They heard everybody got out. They come to the house. They open up the door, nothing. So when they caught the robbers said that there was one house on the block that they figured the people are home, so they didn't rob, because they tried the front door. The door was open. The Mela, they walked away. Zok the Gemara. It doesn't work. The diamonds aren't yours unless you threw them into the river, so then you're potter. In other words, it's not here. So we have to add something to this whole story, that the diamonds are thrown into the river. My Chavrusa just pointed out they have the same exact sugi in two other Masechtas, in Bava Basra and in Ksubas. You can look on the side, it brings it. But in those two other Masechtas, the Gemara adds one other detail. Each Masechta, one more detail. And so I told this to Menachem Mendel Fenster. I said, I was asking him, what details do you need? So, Bava Basra this and Ksubas that. He says, but that's old. They asked this to us in Shasi, one of the Choshev Roshivas or whatever. He came. He had all of Shas on his fingertips, and he said, what's the answer to Bibi Barabayi's question? And for that, you have to know 3 different Masechtas. Yeah, and they all threw out. The whole place knew it. He said, it's not a big deal. Okay. Rava, somebody tunneled into, it was very important in those days to tunnel, and probably easy. Tunneled into his house, took out a couple of rams, animals. And then the guy decided to do tshuva. He comes back to him, he says, I want to give it back to you. He says, no, I'm not accepting it back. So this is fascinating. Why? Because Rav is the one arguing with Rav the whole time. He says, Rav doesn't make sense. Hello, Kim, I swear this way, that way. He says, you want to give it back to me? I can't accept it. Why? Because Rav, he said, he might be wrong, but he said you can't give it back. Ask Taisus over here, wait a minute. I just want to say this Taisus because I think it's super important to understand the sugya. Bottom Taisus in the corner. What do you mean he doesn't have to give it back? But if he wants to be Yahrzeits, he has to give it back. Shelaima, we're talking about a big Russia. The guy comes back to Rav, he says, listen, I want to do tshuva, but only if I really, really have to do tshuva. Do I have to return it? So Rav says, listen, I don't know. Rav says you don't have to return it, don't return it. He says, oh, thank you very much, Rav. I'm taking your rams, I'm going to use them now. Okay, so we're talking about one of these guys. Daf, Ayin Beis. Oh, no, sorry. Where am I holding? Wow. So for this, we have to just see the psukim real quickly. This is the pasuk we just saw. In Bava Basra, following pasuk, Im Zorch HaShemesh, if the sun, Olav Damim Loi. If the sun, then he does have blood. What is going on? It says the Gemara, Ainli Damim Im Zorch HaShemesh Olav. Ik v'chi HaShemesh Olav Bevad Zorch, or what the sun only shines on him. Ella, the pshat is in Bar L'cha Adober Kashemesh Shein Lo Yishalom Imcha Hergeu. Let's do this together. If you're 100% sure that this guy is coming to kill you, then you're allowed to kill him. What if you're 70% sure he's going to kill you? What's the halacha? You can't kill him. If you're 100% sure that he's coming to kill you, then you could kill him. If you're 75, 89%, you cannot kill him. V'imlav al tergeu. Tanya yidach, im zorch Hashem, now the Gemara here says the exact opposite. Im zorch Hashem shalav damim loi, if the sun, v'chi Hashem shalav bevad zorch, it's only the sun shines on him, elam baruch Hashem sheyesh l'shalom imcha, al tergeu. If you know for a fact, 100% sure, that he's not going to kill you, he's your father, he's not going to kill you, let's say, then don't kill him. Otherwise, kill him. So I'm asking you a question. If you're 89% sure that he's going to kill you, are you allowed to kill him? Yes. So we have a contradiction here. It's a diuk. Two diuks are contradictions to each other. Loi kashya. Ayin Beis Amud Beis. Kam ba'av ala ben. The first one is talking about a father with a son. So a father with a son will never kill his son. A father always has rachmanis on his son. Rabbi say, this is going to shock you. But a son, all of you, don't trust your sons. A son, when he gets to a really bad position, I'm not talking about a regular son, but a son who's in a terrible matzav of drugs and alcohol and he's stealing and this and that, he'll kill his own father. Kam ben alav. That's why you have to be 100% certain that he came b'shalom and he's not going to kill you. And then you have to prevent that by killing him. It's no vayim. Okay, let's not think about it. Amar Rav. Says Rav, called the every single human being in this world that will come in a tunnel into my house, I will kill him. Labar, Merav Chanina Bar Shila. There's one person not. My time. Maybe the pshat is because he's tzaddik. What do you mean is it tzaddik? He just dug a tunnel to steal from me. He's no tzaddik. Like these Rosh Hashivas, like Rabbi Kalish, like the certain human beings that you feel, I don't know what it is, people feel a connection with them that they say, listen, this guy loves me. I don't know what, no matter what, he loves me. So then in that kind of situation, it's not permitted to kill him. Turning, if it's not bar one way or the other, yeah. 50-50. You talking about Rav? No, Rav says Rav will kill anybody. 50-50. Kill him. No, we learned from that only applies to the father. But the whole world, 50-50 I killed. Besides one person, turning on the daf, Shvat. Kinovations will see an honor of Elchanan President official Schusfa, Kiv Simcha Ben Fega, a shidduch for Rivka Yehudis Bas Yavachaya. Thank you to Rebbe Stefansky. Dar global experts in international financial services, anonymous, Schus Refuah Satino Gicheska Yedidia Ben Nechama Shendel Amen. Torah Rabbanan. Domim loy. We have two halachas here. Domim loy. If the guy is like a father, he's alive and well, you can't kill him. Bein b'chol bein Shabbos, you shouldn't kill him even on Shabbos. Only domim. If the guy is a dead man and walking, bein b'chol bein Shabbos, you could kill him even on Shabbos. Bishleim only domim bein b'chol bein Shabbos. I can understand you're allowed to kill somebody, and we have to tell you a chiddush. You're allowed to kill him in the weekday. You're allowed to kill him even on Shabbos. That's a big chiddush. You're allowed to kill someone in Shabbos. It's true. So good. Arugi bezdin should be Shabbos look at linon. Bezdin is not allowed to kill on Shabbos, so maybe you shouldn't kill on Shabbos. Which, okay, I hear the question. You're probably all asking, but he's a roidif. Self-defense. Kamash Malon. Huh? So every time you do that.
No, every time you have to pay those with them. Maybe on Shabbos, since you're not allowed to kill him.
You're Pasha not scared for your life. You're not scared for your life, and you're killing this guy. You're not scared for your life. It's not so Pasha. Rishonim talk about it. Kamash Malon de Katlina. Elo domim loy. But if you're not allowed to kill the person, because let's say he's your father, he has blood. Bein b'chol bein Shabbos. What's the chiddush over here? Hashav b'chol likatlina. And if you can't kill him on a weekday, b'Shabbos m'baya, why does it have to tell me that you're not allowed to kill him on Shabbos? That you don't do anything on Shabbos? Of course. Another amazing chiddush here. If a person is tunneling into your house, like these chayas in. First of all, I want to. Let's see if I can do this. I wanted to show you this. It's very. So, so the Gemara says like this. If he's in the middle of tunneling, like these chayis over here, two people died in Nebuch when they were digging a tunnel in Gaza. Over here, there's a
digging
whole thing
for survivors.
Hundreds of
this
them
tunnel
died.
collapse close to the Palestinian town of Refuah has already claimed the lives of 3 brothers.
We've seen dozens of deaths, now more than 100 amongst the tunnel workers.
Tragedy.
So anyways, so it says like this: if a guy is tunneling into your house and the tunnel collapses on him, you're not gonna believe this. What's the halacha? Since he's a dead man walking, he's dead. He's dead. So you're not supposed to unbury dead people on Shabbos. He's a dead man. Here, he's dead. Some want to say he brought it upon himself. A guy jumps into a tunnel and puts the dirt on him, and then he says, "Oh, save me on Shabbos." I can't. You did it to yourself. But if it's your father, where you're not allowed to kill him, so he's not a dead man walking, and the tunnel collapses on him, on Shabbos, he's mechuyev to take him out. B'machal Shabbos to take him out. Tanur Rabbanan. V'huka, it says in the pasuk, in b'machteres yimotzi agana v'huka, b'chol adam. In other words, any passerby that witnesses this situation can take out his gun and kill him. V'meis b'chol misa shati yochel ha'misoy. You could kill him in any death. Maybe this is only a halach in the owner of the house who is going to stand up for his property, and therefore this guy's going to kill him, and that's why you're allowed to kill him first. They know the nobody lets his possessions just go, but somebody else not. The halacha is no, he's a roidev, anybody in the street could kill. That you're allowed to kill him even with ticking bomb. Don't put the volume on this. Maybe shut up the volume. I'm going to show it as I'm going to put it in small. I can learn from the Ritzeach that you're allowed to kill him any way possible. You can't kill him with sayif, let's say. He ran away on a boat, sink the boat. It says you're allowed to. So Mela, we should learn from. Now you can put it on high. Let's see.
Ticking time bomb! Oh no!
Yes, sir. You're allowed to kill him. Mikol Mokoim. Kamaloi Mois Yumas Mikol Mokoim. Shani Osam Domakro Mois Yumas. That's the Gemara. So learn from Ritzech to the whole Torah that you're allowed to kill him any way you want. Since we have two psukim, if there's only one pasuk, you can learn it out to the whole Torah. But since the Torah was maked to say it in two different places, to tell you only these two places, you have this halacha, you kill him any death you want and nowhere else. What's goel adam? If somebody kills a relative and he doesn't run away to the Ira Mikla, you're allowed to kill him. And if he doesn't have a relative, Bezin put somebody else instead. So you see, you could do something else instead. The quick trivia. The Manda Omar that says Milamdim, when there's two psukim Milamdim, who is that Manda Omar? Huh? Rabbi Yehuda. How do you remember so much? Yesterday. Huh?
Got a good memory.
Oh. Because yesterday also you were saying, wow, it is Rabbi Yehuda. We just learned it. I said it. Remember, for the rest of Shas, I said it 2 days ago. And nobody here. That we showed already. If the guy jumps in through the roof, Gag, Karfaf, how do you know that you find him anywhere he comes in? Why does the Torah say tunneling? That's how most people come into somebody's house. Okay, we're not going to say it. The same thing, but with different limud at the end. If the guy comes in anyway, you're chayiv. Listen to this. Where's the asra? When he tunnels, then that's the asra, and he walks in through the tunnel, take out your gun, and you kill him. But what if a guy knocks on the front door, or actually breaks through the front door and comes in? Says Rashi, I don't understand this, something like a good shot. You have to grab two eidim. First you hold him up at gunpoint. You bring two eidim. You could also go to Siman Taka, Taf, Chof, Hey, that's the halachas over here. Hakataka, whatever you want to call it. You look it up as you hold him gunpoint. I tried it out yesterday with Chavrusa. I held him at the gunpoint. I went to the thing. I started opening up. You make some vocals. Let's bring Adam. Bring the Adam. Okay, Hasra, I'm warning you. If you continue on, I will kill you. And then he continues on. Poof, then you kill him. Rashi says Hasra is with Adam. Have a wonderful day.